so today you find me in the heart of Box Village, and I have for you an absolutely superb 4-bedroom detached bay-fronted Victorian home, which comes with this absolutely super garden. What an amazing space to find right in the heart of the village centre, where you can walk to absolutely everything. Now this property comes with great size, lots of potential to it as well, mostly a cosmetic upgrade, but we have 4 double bedrooms, we have downstairs 2 front reception rooms and a lovely massive kitchen diner family room across the back, which also opens up into a conservatory. So with other lots of little bits of storage and a garage and off-street parking, this is really unusual and a rare find, so please come with me. Let's take you inside and show you what could be your next forever home. We go inside the front here. I just want to show you the front garden. Now we are on the main road through the Bath Road through Box, but you have got off-street parking for 1 car, and if you opened up the garage, that takes you through another further 1 or even 3 if you wanted to extend it a little further. And what a fantastic Victorian example of a property this is, a detached home, and with this beautiful beige hedging here as well. This is a real treat for somebody, so let's take you through. So having come in through the front door, you've got this beautiful stained glass feature as you walk in through the front door, and then it opens up into this really wonderful large hallway all the way back to the rear of the property there, where you can see we've got further accommodation. But before we go that direction, I'm going to take you right and take you into the front sitting room. So this is potentially your evening sitting room, your more formal space. You've got this fantastic big box bay window to the front. You've got a fireplace in the centre there, which you could modernise a little bit with the style, but you have got an open fire there to be explored. And then this really lovely space where you've got built-in storage cupboards and plenty of room for lots of furniture in here. Now obviously not a huge, massive, humongous one, but the perfect size for cozying up in front of this fire and having a really nice cup of cocoa in the evening and watching some TV. Now secondly, we also have another front room here, now currently used as a dining room. This is a fantastic space again. It could, I would say, equal sizes potentially to the one at the other side. Again, we have an open fire. Again, that could be explored further. And we have a good old-fashioned hatch through to the kitchen section, which to be fair is coming back into fashion more now. So again, really lovely sized room in here, beautiful bay window, and just a really nice little features like the picture rails at the top there are a really nice benefit. So coming through into this area, you'll see that we have one really large area across the back here, which is a kitchen with breakfast bar and space for a table. It's enormous. You've got that hatchback through to that dining room. You've got appliances built in. You've got a window overlooking the garden at the back, and believe me, that's worth checking out. And then if I just pan round, come back to this side a little bit more, give you a better view of the seating area. Now these guys have been using it as a more of a sort of daytime living room space. This could also house a really large table and some more sofas. If you want that proper kitchen dining family room that quite often is missing in older properties, then well, I'm sorry, you've got it already, no complaints. This is absolutely beautiful and gives you lots of options on how you use this area. Now off that, you will have seen hopefully that we have a conservatory space, so a really nice little conservatory at the back here, really nice high ceiling actually, and double doors out onto the garden, and again plenty of room to sit and enjoy the garden. And boy, we'll come back to this in a minute, but is that a garden? And yes, it goes past that gate all the way to the end, so we will take you out there again in a moment. Now on a practical note, in this area we do have another doorway through on the right hand side here, and this is taking you through into a really useful utility and also the downstairs cloakroom. So here we have little downstairs loo, perfect, exactly what you need. And then it comes back, you've got plumbing for a tumble dryer and a washing machine, and a Belfast sink just set in the corner. Again, door out onto the garden, so really practical space, brilliant place for the kids to be running in and out of, but also the dogs if you have any. But yes, just what a fantastic area you have. This is a huge property with so much potential, and it's just a bit of a cosmetic remodel, we hope. So really nice. You've got a big understairs cupboard there just on the right as we come through, and then I'm just going to take you on upstairs to show you the 4 double bedrooms. So We have great sizes up here, really lovely property. First things first, I'm going to scoot past those two and just go this direction, because we have to the right at the front again, lovely little window seat, built-in wardrobes all the way across, and a double bed space in here. Now, if you didn't want the wardrobes, you could put a king or a super king in here. It really is that large, and you could put wardrobes in a different location. But what a really lovely large room. Fantastic Victorian style bedroom. Really gives you that kind of space and the lovely light that you would expect. Now, handily, just in between, we have the bathroom. Now, this just has the sink and a very large modern shower cubicle in here as well. So this has all been refitted fairly recently and doesn't have the bath, because as people get older, we tend to navigate towards shower rooms, but I will show you where the toilet is again in a moment. Now, second bedroom, again at the front. Again, lovely space here with built-in wardrobes. This has only got a single setup in it, but you can see that there is definitely space for a normal double. And if you did away with the side tables, easily get a much bigger bed into this area as well. I'm just going to pan back on this side, just really to give you an idea that there's more storage areas just behind the door there as well. So really fantastic, two big double bedrooms to start off. Through this lovely galleried landing, and then over to the right is potentially the third or fourth bedroom. Again, very similar sizes. Now, this is currently set up with a double, but actually I think you'd be surprised. I think a double will, with a single double will, the head of the bed would go underneath that built over area, and you would still have space for it to come all the way back over to where the wardrobes are. Equally, you could take those wardrobes out, make them a little smaller, and it's comfortably a double room. Again, you've got lots of room for extra storage and space in there for play if it's for a child's area. Now, we mentioned the toilet, and we do have a little toilet in here. So you have this separate to the shower room and a little basin just there. Now, actually, people they see that as a bad thing, but actually I think when this happens in a property, it's actually really handy, because if someone's having a shower, you can still use the loo. It's a bit like having an ensuite. So you've also got, the last but not least, another big double bedroom in here. So in this cupboard, there is actually the boiler and the hot tank, and the boiler looks very recently replaced. You've got plenty of space across here for a double bed. You've got lovely double glazed windows overlooking the gardens again. And then as I pan back, you'll see we've got a little chair in the corner as well, and chest of drawers, so loads of room in here. Now, this property, yes, it does need some cosmetic updating, but it's a solid Victorian home and offers you loads of accommodation to play with. But let's take you downstairs, because the garden is really the absolute special part. So let's take you out there now and show you some more. So I am going to start at the very end of this garden and work my way back. So right at the top here, we've got some lovely areas of natural borders, which are just full of spring plants that are coming through. And then just look at this huge, enormous lawn with loads of fruit trees in here. You've got this really pretty wall, which actually is next doors, but nevertheless you get the benefit from this side, and you've got this lovely secluded garden right in the very heart of Box. I mean, who would have thought it? You've even got some rhubarb there waiting for you to pick and to enjoy in the autumn as well. So coming on down, what more can I say, but what a fantastic space. Loads of really lush lawn. You've got lots of little borders interspersing with the spring flowers popping through, and then all the way down to an area where you've got a gate to come through. So this little section here means that you can keep dogs or children in a more sort of close environment if you want to, and then let them run free up the top of the garden later on. So just coming through that lovely little gate in a slightly more formal area where we've got a covered pagoda there. We've got more formal gardens with this lovely pathway through the middle. Got beautiful views of the nice period houses either side as well. And then you've got further access on this side over towards the side area where you've got a kind of shed, which I'll show you in a moment. You've got access on the left hand side into the garage area, which is kind of a carport stroke garage. So brick built at the back, so you've got the up and over door, and then you've got a more corrugated roof on it at the moment. Back to where the conservatory is. So I'm just, before we finish off, just going to give you a quick peek into this very useful shed area to the side here as well. So that actually goes a long way back going to give you a sneaky peek, because you didn't expect me to get that far, did you? This is a really fantastic space all the way down, right to the end. Lots of room for potting, lots of room for storage. So just to finish off at the end of the garden, really, just to say that if you want an absolutely fantastic opportunity for an amazing long-term family home right in the heart of Box Village, then this one is definitely worth a look. Huge garden, as you can see, lovely big 4-bedroom property, enough to be able to move into this and perfectly work with it as it is, but then put your own stamp on it over time. Who would want to move from here? So get in touch and we'll get you a viewing as soon as possible.